Do it for the show accuracy. Do it for the show accuracy. Do it for the show accuracy. They did it, y'all. Cole has another main solo vehicle. Ah! Hey everyone, it's Hayley from the TTV channel, and I'm coming at you with a new TTV reviews. Today we're tackling Ninjago Crystalized, or Ninjago Summer 2022. The set I'm going to review today is going to be set number 71769. Cole's Dragon Cruiser. It has 384 pieces and retails for $45. It comes out on August 1st in North America and June 1st in Europe. I want to first thank LEGO or the LEGO Ambassador Network for sending us these sets for review. I'm super appreciative, but all of my opinions are going to be my own and not because LEGO sent them to me. But yeah, thank you LEGO, and thank you LEGO for a Cole set. I was ecstatic when I saw that Cole was getting another big set. The last time that he got, a set of value that was just him. I'm not looking at you, Firestone Mech, even though LJ and I made our own stone mech. Lego. It's his set. It's not Kai's set. It is his set. The last time that he got something that was pretty big, something like this, was from Secrets of the Forbidden Spinjitzu, which was in 2019. Oh my gosh, it's been 3 years. But yeah, so I'm super excited to review this today. Gotta support my boy Cole. So yeah, let's get into the building process. So it's a very simple build. It's a car, first and foremost. So there wasn't really any areas that I struggled with or I found complicated. I did have a couple of fun moments when I was, putting the blades in or making the vehicles and making sure the tires were perfect and whatnot. There's a little surprise underneath the hood that made me laugh when I saw it. I'm not going to share it with you. You're going to find that out for yourself. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with the function once I put it together, and I still have fun with the function. It's a very, very fun and enjoyable function. But that's pretty much my build experience with it. It was great, very satisfied with it. I was ecstatic when I got to see it, all built in front of me, and I'm like, huh. And it's all Coles. It's get Kai out of here, right? Like, there's no Kai to be seen, except even though Kai is in the set. You just can't leave Cole alone. But again, great build. Let's talk about the colors. So the most interesting color in the set is orange, because Cole has most recently started being kind of matched with orange. He's gotten these lava arm powers that we still haven't gotten explained in the show, but lava is orange, and so orange entered his palette of colors to choose from for his suits, for his I guess suits is really where it's only kind of landed on. They've had a couple of moments with weapons where he's had a splash of orange, but this is really the first time we've seen orange enter a set of his, and we get a bright orange hood, as well as the translucent orange on the blade, as well as pearl gold. So the main colors of this set are going to be orange, gray, black, a little bit of brown, and pearl gold. Absolutely pearl gold. It's Cole's Golden Dragon cruiser. So that is that's the color scheme for the set. And yeah, so let's move on to some unique molds that this set presents to us. I mentioned the translucent orange and pearl gold blades. We also get these giant blades that were introduced in core that help out with the function. They go back and forth as well. We get some cool molds for like the tires, as well. That's pearl gold. And one of the most interesting things that was caught by my Bionicle cohorts is that these they're it's easier to see on this set than there's the Golden Dragon one. There are little tiny blades on here that have the it's a Technic piece. These are apparently colloquially known as bow rock eyes. Of course, I didn't know this. I was not a Bionicle fan when they were introduced in 2002, but they stopped showing up in 2006, and so this is like the first time we've seen these since 2006, and that's really crazy that they just all of a sudden pop up in this set. So that's pretty cool, and shout out to LJ and Tyler for catching that. So that's a cool thing. If you want 4 bow rock eyes, there's 4 in this set. So very cool. Let's talk about articulation and function. So the rotation function is again kind of a wheel based, where you rotate these back and forth. It moves both these blades, these giant blades, as well as the stud shooter function in the back. There's like a different piece all the way in the back that kind of hugs the set, and it also moves these boosters in the back as well. But yeah, so that's the articulation for that function. Obviously, the wheels move, the hood moves up and down. Again, I'm not going to show you what's in the hood, no peeking. We got the sword that can move up in the front as well. You get like these little tiny blades that can move. Yeah, that's pretty much all of the articulation that you can get. There's an area that should have articulation that doesn't, and that's the hood. If you want to get Cole in the set, you're going to have to literally take the hood off and then put him in. So it's, oh well. I mean, they could have put that in there, but I don't know why they didn't. But that's just an area that there is no articulation. So let's talk about some sculpting, or at least how the car is shaped. It looks like a rover. Like, I don't know what type of car in particular. I know there's a car out there that kind of looks like this. I'm going to call it a rover because that's the first thing that comes to mind. In the front, it has kind of like this grill that reminds me of like a rover, which is very cool. I enjoy seeing when like there's a little bit of reality in a high fantasy set. I mean, like, there's no cars in real life that has blades like this on the side. I would say that the front area, like this front like section, is really well sculpted. It looks very cool. You can see some studs in the front, but it just gives it a little bit of texture. The stickers are really nice. The side of the car, however, the front looks really cool, but then the back half looks unfinished. There's a couple of studs sticking out. Like, there's a bit of like, these Technic pieces that you can see, and it's kind of ugly. Not that Technic is ugly, but it's just, it doesn't really match. It doesn't look finished. It needs to be polished up a little bit, maybe a couple pieces on there to kind of smooth it over. But other than that, that's pretty much it for the car. It's not as big as I thought it was gonna be, to be completely honest. It's still a good sized vehicle. It's I think the second largest of the vehicles. I think Zane's jet might just be a little longer than this one, but yeah, it's still a pretty good vehicle. It looks pretty fantastic, except for that one area on the side. The function is really cool. We got some really cool stud shooters up top. But yeah, that's pretty much Cole's vehicle. Let's talk a bit about some minifigures. So we get 4 minifigures in this set. I'm going to first mention Golden Cole, of course. Cole comes first, always comes first. One of my favorite suits of the wave. He looks really great in it, even though he has like his golden armor covering up his suit. I think it looks fantastic. The golden hood looks really well with the black headband. It just looks great. You have that little bit of flash of muted orange in him as well, and yeah, I think he looks fantastic. He looks great. He's definitely my favorite of the golden suits. We have a Vengestone Brute in this set. So he's got double translucent arms and then 1 translucent legs. I really love these Vengestone warriors. Like, I have to be completely honest, they're like my favorite enemy race that they've created. I love the heads, which is one piece, by the way. It doesn't, you don't put them together to make this kind of like dragony head with like the purple spikes. It's one piece, which is very cool. I love the coloring. I love the design in the front. It's a good mix of gunmetal, translucent pink, and there's just a little bit of gold in there. And I love the pink mold for the like the crystal sword is very, very cool as well. So that's the Vengestone Brute. We get my favorite general of the way, which is General Asphira making a reappearance in Secret of the Forbidden Spinjitzu. She looks really cool. So instead of like her gold and her fire that she had on her spine or the back of her neck, she now is gunmetal with pink, like translucent pink. So she translates really well into a Vengestone crystallized general. Even her eyes, if you look at it from the right angle, are translucent pink, which is really cool. I think got a picture that I took after I built the set because I wanted to get like the little pink in her eyes. She's holding like the Sword of Fire with crystal on it. This is my least favorite design for the Sword of Fire. It is really ugly. It has like the top has spikes where there shouldn't be spikes on a sword. It just doesn't look right. It looks cool enough with like the additional crystal piece that you put the sword in. I'm hoping that other swords will fit in that crystal piece. But Asphira is great. I would say the only thing with her is it's hard to balance her. If you just want her to stand, you have to like put her on studs to really get her to stand still. I'm shocked she hasn't fallen over yet. Like me trying to put her up here took a while. But other than that, Asphira is great. And now let's talk about Golden Dragon Kai. These suits were the biggest surprise of the way for me, honestly, because I was not expecting the ninja to have like this insane kind of power up appearance, and much less them being kind of dragon forms. So there's one for each ninja. So Kai is the one that graces the set, of course, because Cole's in it, and Kai just has to butt noses with Cole. He has his big dragon wings that are both pearl gold as well as translucent red at the bottom, so it's like kind of dripping red. He has a translucent red legs, and then he has a dark orange, not dark orange, dark red, translucent dark red in some areas, with his chest piece that is yellow and orange and whatnot. He has a very cool dragon head mold as well that has the translucent red spikes in the back, kind of reminiscent of Secrets of the Forbidden Spinjitzu set, where they had like their like hair was spiky or whatnot, translucent and spiky. I love the mold for the mask. It looks so cool with like how it starts as a ninja mask, and as you look up it turns into a dragon. It's absolutely fantastic. And then they have like this very cool armory setup. Now the only thing I don't like about this is that on the back, what connects the wings to his armor are some blue studs, or what is it, blue pins. I'm gonna pull an LJ here. I don't like them. I do not like those blue pins. They take away, because there's no blue and on this at all except for the blue pins. And so if you look at him from the wrong angle and you see those blue, it just kind of takes you out of it. So, but that's the dragon. I really, really, really like this minifigure. He may be one of my favorites for the dragon forms, just because of how vibrant he is. Like he is present in red. So, but yeah, let's talk a bit about the other golden weapons. We talked a bit about Kai's sword, but you also get pretty much a whole set. Sometimes you get 2 of each for the golden weapons. You have 2 scythes, you get the nunchucks without the chain, sadly, the shurikens, like the little golden headgear that goes on the samurai suit, and then another sword as well. So you get this as an addition, which is really cool. You just get all the weapons in this set wave. I think they did the same thing in Prime Empire with the katanas, where they just give you a bunch of molds or whatnot, which is very cool. It's very nice that you don't have to like collect them all, sort of. You know, the only thing you have to worry about collecting them all is the minifigures. Especially since in this set there are 2 exclusive minifigures. You have Asphira and you have Kai, who are exclusive to this set, which is very cool. Let's talk a bit about the price. It's $45 for 384 pieces, which is a little off. I mean, I can hand wave it a little bit because of these giant blade pieces that probably raised the price, as well as some of these pearl gold pieces as well. You get 2 exclusive minifigures, like Asphira, which is the only figure that has like this ghost bottom mold to her. So there's a couple of unique molds to this set that may raise the price a little bit. 45 is pushing it though. It's definitely the max that I would see this set going on retail for. And it is, again, a bit smaller than I thought it was going to be, at least set-wise. So it is just a tiny bit overpriced. I feel like it's missing a side build, if you get what I'm saying. Like, I feel like we're missing like something else that like will, you know, give it a reason to be priced $10 over than what it should be. But yeah, that's at least my opinion on the price. Recommendation wise, if you are a Cole fan, there's a few of us who are Cole fans. Y'all know what to do. This is gonna be off of store shelves is when we see them, is all I'm gonna say. But it's, at least from, you know, if I take my bias out of it, it is not one of the best of the vehicles, I would say. I think it's better than Kai's. I haven't seen Kai's because LJ's reviewing it, but I still think that this is a better contained vehicle than Kai's, but I prefer Zane's and maybe even Jay's over this one. But it is still a very, very cool set. Great coloring, a great function, it has a great presence, and it's going to look great in my Cole shrine. I mean, in my Cole section in my room. So yeah, I would say like it's a great toy. It's a great vehicle. It's a little overpriced, just a little bit though. But I would recommend it. I would say it's a great build. So, and it's Kohl's, which is the most important thing of it all. We must support Cole. So let's go out and purchase the set in the name of Cole. Y'all get me. So, again, I recommend it. I'm biased, but also it's Cole, so he's worth it. All right, well, thank you all so much for joining me for today's review of Cole's Golden Dragon Cruiser. Again, this comes out on August 1st over here in North America, but it comes out June 1st, you lucky ducks, in Europe. So keep an eye out for those, and we'll see what this looks like in the show. I think we got a little sneak peek of what it could look like in one of the teasers. But yeah, we'll see how this turns out show-wise, and then I'm excited to see what you all think of it. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on this, and if you have any questions about the set, also drop me a comment, and I'll do my best to answer it as well. So yeah, I will see you next time for another TTV reviews, especially for more sets for Ninjago Crystalized or Summer of 2022. I'll catch y'all later!